What is going on, guys? This is One Shot Halo here, and today I'm just going to be talking a little bit about what I want to see in Halo 6's movement mechanics. Obviously, Halo 5 had the most drastic change in movement abilities and mechanics in any Halo game compared to past Halo games. We saw the introduction of boosting and sliding and clambering and all the more modern trends that we see in video games. And a lot of older fans obviously are mad at this, and they wanted Halo to stay as a no-sprint game. Now, I think at this point it is pretty clear that 343 will not be removing sprint. However, I do think it would be a good idea to maybe have a playlist where there is no sprint. I know there are a couple YouTubers like Favin who have talked about how a no sprint playlist wouldn't work because how Halo 5's weapon sandbox is designed for Halo 5 and the movement mechanics that it comes with, and just taking away sprint would throw off the weapon sandbox. For instance, how battle rifles and magnums and everything have a certain range because people can move faster and run away quicker, and they do more damage than they used to do in the past and everything like that. So but if 343 could make some sort of playlist where they actually tweaked the weapons specifically for that playlist, then I think that could work. But anyways, focusing on Halo 6's movement, obviously a lot of people are going to want Halo 6 to have no sprint, but as I said, I think it's pretty clear to a lot of people that that's not going to happen. Just looking at modern video games, most of the popular ones have sprint. There are a couple games like Overwatch that don't, but their base movement speed is very, very high compared to Halos. Like, especially if you look at Halo 2 or Halo 3's movement speed, it is very slow compared to Overwatch and games like that. Now, the only way I could really see Halo working in the future without sprint is if they made it so it had a very, very fast base speed. And I am aware that there are a couple characters in Overwatch that you can sprint with, but for the most part, it is a single-based movement speed. If I'm right, I think I am. And that's really the only way I could see, having a no-sprint Halo game work in the future, because games these days pretty much just require to have, sprint and all these fancy, exo, suit mechanics, because it stretches maps and it makes the game feel a lot more fast-paced. And nowadays, I think a lot of people are looking for a faster-paced game instead of a game that requires you to think tactically and think slowly and plan out your attacks and movements. Nowadays, like in Call of Duty, you can quickly run into a battle and shoot someone. It'll take about a second to kill them and boost out very quickly. It doesn't require that much thought. It's just a quick, simple action. You get in there and get it done. And that's what I think 343 was trying to do with Halo 5, obviously to bring it closer towards games like Titanfall and Call of Duty, like Black Ops 3 and everything like that, in Advanced Warfare. And Halo 6, however, does need to have some revision to the Halo 5 movement mechanics, because obviously there are going to be problems with it. This is the biggest change that a Halo game has had in terms of movement mechanics, and 343 is going to have to, make some mistakes at first. It's just something that's going to happen. Nothing is perfect the first time. So, first of all, Halo 6, a couple things that should be removed are Spartan charge, and I'm sure a lot of people want clambering to go. I'm personally fine with it because you can still do skill jumps without clambering. A lot of jumps still require you to bunny hop and crouch jump and everything like that, but clambering just makes it so you can get a little bit higher than you used to. But in the future, in terms of Spartan charge, what Spartan charge was originally supposed to be was a counter to being able to sprint up to someone and punch them twice, because being double meleeed is very frustrating. So 343's idea is, hey, let's implement Spartan charge, so you could see them charging at you, and you can start shooting them before they hit you, and after they hit you, they, get knocked back, so you can start shooting them before they can finish you off with a headshot. That was their thinking when they came up with this, but obviously Spartan charge is a nuisance when you're very low health. You can, someone could be charging at you and just hit the melee button and slam into you, and you can't really do anything about it because the Spartan charge hitbox also is very big. It seems to be much bigger than the actual Spartan, so that makes it very frustrating when you get hit by Spartan charge, because a lot of the times it seems unfair. And if they were going to keep Spartan charge in the future games, like Halo 6, maybe what they could do is make it do a little bit less damage, because right now, especially when you hit someone from the back, it is a one-shot kill, or one-hit kill, which is very frustrating. And if you remember, they had a nerf where if you had a speed boost, that was an instant kill from any direction, and that was just complete mayhem. And I'm very glad that they got rid of that idea, because, you know, no one appreciated that, and it really just made Spartan Charge even worse. Another thing that people want to go is sliding, and I can see why people don't really want this. It doesn't serve much of a purpose besides to get to places quicker, right? In the trailers, you see Spartans sliding around and, you know, ducking under barricades and using the slide mechanic to get up close to people with the shotgun and take them out, kind of to throw off their aim and stuff. When do you really use that in the game? Not very often, right? You know, I really only use sliding as a movement mechanic, and when I'm trying to get behind cover, and that's just really because when you hit the crouch button when you're running, you slide. You know, if you didn't slide, it really wouldn't be, you know, that much of a problem. You just crouch instead. And as for all the obstacles that you can duck under, those wouldn't be there if the slide mechanic wasn't in the game anyways, so they don't really serve that much of a purpose. Ground pound is another thing that some people want to be removed, others want to keep it in the game. I'm personally fine with it because it, you know, you feel really cool when you're charging up and you see someone below you and you just slam down on them for a one-hit kill. You know, it makes you feel very powerful, and it makes the game a lot of fun. And it's unique to Halo 5. No other game that I know of really has a ground pound-esque feature. So I'm gonna be fine with it if they keep it in future Halo games. Maybe tone down the damage a little bit, but besides that, I'm perfectly okay with it. And everything else, sprinting, Halo 5, 343 has shown that they know how to make a Halo game where they can implement sprint and make it work. Obviously, Halo Reach and Halo 4 didn't. Halo Reach was better because, you know, you had to wait for a sprint to recharge. In Halo 4, though, you could have an armor mod which allowed you to sprint endlessly, and you could just run away and hide behind a corner, and then, you know, double melee someone when they come around to get you. So sprint didn't work in Halo 4, but in Halo 5, what 343 did is they tied sprint to your shields, right? So if you want to run away because you're damaged and you want to recharge your shields, you have to, you know, stop running for your shields to recharge. And if they keep that same idea in Halo 6, I think that sprint could very well work in a Halo game. I actually prefer Halo games with sprint. I know that's not a very popular opinion, especially among some of the older fans, but I like it, and I know a lot of YouTubers also like it, and they realize that sprint is here to stay, and 343 has found a way to make it work. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to talk a little bit about what 343 could do to improve Halo 6's movement mechanics, make it a little bit more fluid and work better and work in harmony a little bit better, so everything isn't a little bit more, you know, chaotic and everything isn't overpowered, and it just works well and it fits into the right places. But yeah, thanks for watching. Drop a like on this video, and thank you, Reflex Halo, for giving me that shout out on your Halo Showcase series. I really appreciated that. But with that, I will leave you at the end of the video. Also, one more thing. I am working on a project to thank you guys for 100 subscribers. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but you'll know what it is soon enough when I release it, so look forward to that. Anyways, with that out of the way, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. This is One Shot Halo, signing out. Peace!